Good morning, students. The last class we are discussing about Unit 2 force and motion, and the definition of distance and displacement is already explained. And so, what is the distance? The total length of the path taken by the object to reaching one place from the another place is called distance. Okay, then is the total length explained for the distance, the total length, and displacement if a shortest distance. And what is the shortest distance? It's mean initial and final position or straight line motion. Okay, the both distance and displacement, the unit is meter. Okay, and a few examples explained for last class distance and displacement. Correct. And if you last class end, if you explained for of speed. Okay, what is the speed and type of speed? Correct. So what is the speed? The speed is a rate of change of distance. Correct. If a rate of change of distance is called speed. Okay, and the type of speed, uniform speed and non-uniform speed. Okay, so if a uniform speed is mean, then motion of the body if a covered of equal distance and equal time interval. Okay, if any changes is mean if it is a non-uniform speed. Okay, now today they discuss the topic for velocity. Okay, so what is the velocity? The velocity is a rate of change of displacement. Correct. If a speed is a rate of change of distance. Okay, then velocity the rate of change of displacement. Okay, so if a formula of velocity v equal to displacement by time. Okay, so if a displacement by time is called velocity. The SI unit of velocity is a meter second. If you indicate the symbol of meter m and per second. Okay, yes. So what is the velocity? If a rate of change of displacement. Okay, if you given any time, if you changing the distance displacement is called velocity. Okay, and if you given for some examples for velocity, if you clearly explain. Okay, in on an athlete, in the diagram 25 second, what is the diagram? If you're athlete, if you're moving then ground. Okay, so if you're 25 second to complete the 200 meter. Okay, so if you're athlete moving for in ground 200 meter of ground, the total distance is covered of 20 second. Okay, what is the question is asking here? Now if you find the speed and velocity, what is the athlete speed and what is the athlete velocity? Okay, if you already you know the formula speed, what is the speed formula? The speed equal to distance by time taken. Correct. So the speed equal to distance by time taken. So what is the distance? Entire distance of the athlete is covered for 25 seconds. So if a 25 second so cover the athlete 200 meter, so the distance is 200, and if a time is 25 second, so divide by 25 time taken of 25. So if you canceling the value, okay, so 125 is 25 and 825 is 200. Okay, so 8 by 8 meter per second for of speed. Okay, what is the meaning? What is the meaning of 8 meter by second? If your athlete moving the speed 8 meter second inverse, it's mean if you covered for 25 second of time, if you covered up 200 meter, that is the meaning. Correct. So velocity, if you also if you calculate the velocity also, velocity equal to displacement by time taken. Okay, that is a formula. If already you know the formula, velocity equal to displacement by time taken, the same formula using here. So velocity equal to displacement time taken. Okay, now displacement. Okay, so what is the displacement? Already you know the formula. Displacement, if initial and final position of a straight line motion of object is called displacement. Correct. So you see the picture, this is an initial position and this is a final position. Correct. If you draw the straight line, the covered of this point and this point is mean 50 meter. Correct. The athlete covered of total the place is 200 meter, but if in velocity, if we calculate it mean, if initial and final position only, the straight line of point, the straight line point is 50 meter. So if your velocity equal to displacement by time, so displacement here the 15 and time is also 25. If you cancel the value, 2 meters second. Okay, so if the formula and the 200 meter 25 second athlete if moving off an ground, if you then calculate the speed and velocity. Okay, so it's the question also asking for the 2 mark question also. Okay, and how many type of velocity? There are the three types of velocity: uniform velocity, non-uniform velocity, and average velocity. Okay, so what is the uniform velocity? What is a uniform velocity? A body has uniform velocity. It means if it's cover a equal displacement in the same direction in the equal time interval. Okay, for examples, the light travel through the vacuum. Okay, you listen. Okay, if initially one object moving far off here. Okay, moving far off one this place to this place. Okay, if a time is 5 second, if time is 5 second, if a covered of distance is 1 meter, it's mean after 5 second is moving for a distance again to 1 meter. Correct, is in time and cover the distance and direction is also same, so it's called uniform velocity. Very clear? Okay, so if you then cover the equal displacement, the same direction and equal time interval is called now velocity. Okay, uniform velocity. What is a non-uniform velocity? If either speed or direction. Okay, if either speed or direction changes. What is the changes? If you first 5 second, if you covered off 1 meter, second 5 second, if you're moving for of 1 meter, it's called uniform velocity. If any changes mean time or distance or direction, if any changes is mean is called non-uniform velocity. Okay, and uh, the third one, average velocity. So what is the average velocity? The average velocity equal to total displacement divided by time taken. Total time